Here you go, look. Do you understand this gate here, look? See it, look? Square, Cumpiss. You see? The hidden symbolism, can you see it? The square and the Cumpiss, look. See? They love it. You know? But anyway, what do I know? I'm too profane, you know what I mean? Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that out of interest, because I am the go-to MDB. That is also known as the Grand Architect of the Masonic, ultimate Masonic demise, baby. But they own all of this. The new beach hotels, the waxworks that used to be on this corner, obviously has changed hands. But look, who do you think own all of that? Look, it's wonderful, isn't it? But they won't tell you that. You know what I mean? They'll keep you dumbed down, and you think working in your little factory you'll be able to have it and own it and control it yourselves one day. You'll never own it, you never control it. And if you were going to try and take it away from them, what do you think is going to happen? You'll be in a civil war, my profane friends. And they start the civil wars anyway, because when they start killing all the families, the men, you know, with their hit squads and taking out the people. See the world domination ball that in the pyramids? Who do you think owns that building, look? Hey, who do you think owns the real estate on this? You think profane? Hey? With them world domination balls, look. You think the profane own that, do you? You got no chance. The profane own nothing. Anyway, my profane friends, I just thought I'd show you that, just out of interest. My leg is killing me. Oh, you know, the thing you got to understand, look, that's brilliant, isn't it? Look, can you see it? They own all of this down here, you know. But shh. Keep it quiet. We're not supposed to know. You see what I mean? Obviously the Masonic ankle. But you see what I mean? They advertise themselves, you see? And that there, by the way, remember that A, yeah? That A is a Masonic A. But they won't tell you that. You know? That's what I mean, who own all of this real estate down here. They decide who gets the property down here, who gets a shop, or who doesn't get a shop. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. And they control everything. You know what I mean? They own all the restaurants. They own all the specialised shops. They've been here for decades and centuries. And if you do the research of who the people are, who they actually are and what they are, do you think you're ever going to take it away from them? All what's owned down here and up the seafront and everything else? Bloody hell, we nearly got knocked over there. But that's what it's all about. You're never going to be allowed to take this away, because they'll come out with, once you know who the people are behind all these businesses and everything else, they'll throw the old coin in. Oh, you're victimising us. You're doing this. You're doing that. Blah blah blah. But they're victimising you all the time. These people. Every day of your life, whether your children have just been born to the day you die, these people are victimising you. You know, whether it's a funeral home, whether you go to a pets, you know, veterinarian, you know, and they're charging you like $3,000 just to put a couple of stitches in a dog. You know what I mean? All of that. You know what I mean? The NHS, all the money you pour into gas, electric, and everything else. You look at the money, and they go, "Oh, we can't afford to keep the NHS running." It's all bullshit, mate. You know what I mean? They don't keep the NHS running because it controls the population, you see. That's what it's all about, population control. Keep people dying, because we can't have too many people alive. What do I know? I'm too profane. But again, look, it's a good pub, look. 3 chairs, round tables, sit on the square. Why not 4 tables as a pub? You want as many people to sit at the tables as you can get, innit? You know what I mean? 3 tables round a circle. You know what I mean? Pyramid, square, circles. Ritualistic Masonic symbolism that no one knows or understands. You see what I mean? That's how crazy it is. I own all of this down here. Not sure. Look at the symbolism there. You understand it? Very important shop this. Been here centuries and decades. What's that light flashing on there for? Can you see it though? That might be an Indian Bangladeshi, but guaranteed the lease on this has been decided and ploughing into that Masonic lodge. You know what I mean? Of course it is. You know it is. You know what I mean? It's all planned. Who do you think owns this? Look, portholes again. Look, 3 portholes. Look, you see it on that side, and 3 portholes on this side. Again, a very old building. Okay, I could go more into it, like the double keystones. Look at the square and Cumpiss in there. You see, it's all in the windows. Look, you see the little 3 dots. See the 3 dots, but can you see it there? It's just that you've got to put in the other petal and then you get the square and the Cumpiss. See what I mean? It's everywhere. Would you think someone working in a factory is going to own this building here? Profane will never own it. You know what I mean? You think someone working in a factory is going to own that? You got no chance. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. I'm just looking for the, you know, that square and Cumpiss. Is this one out? You know what I mean? Take it easy. So, yeah, the art of glass. See these jewellery shops like this, yeah? Special people. You know what I mean? Have special privileges throughout. You know what I mean? Again, when this was rebuilt, yeah, which again I think was an insurance fucking job, but you see all the pyramids they put in place, look, you see? They love it, you know what I mean? It's amazing. You know, there's a chair and table there. Why not 4? Why 3? See what I mean? But to get somewhere down here, but to get down here you've got to be someone special in the Masonic lodge, because they own it all. Always have done, always will. Again, look, 3 chairs. What the hell is going on? You see what I'm saying, baby? But they own all of this. Everything. You know what I mean? Oh, quick. Now look at this house, look, that's a classic. See the circles, look, within the square, and then you've got the fleur de lis. See the fleur de lis, look, above as below. You've got your circles, look, and the fleur de lis, the centrepiece, where is it? Like here, that's your square, look. So it's a circle within the square. Obviously it's pyramids as well, but again, do you think the profane own this? No. It's the old waxworks, of course. But again, run by Freakmasons, you know. Again, look, you see the squares and the circles, look. See, circles and squares and pyramids. How wonderful this gate is. Why is there 1, 2, 3? See, 1, 2, 3. Why? Why 3? Why 6? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Wonderful Masonic gate, look. You can see the square and Cumpiss, look. See, look, 1 square and Cumpiss for 6, 2 square and Cumpiss for 6, 3 square and Cumpiss for 6. 6, 6, 6. You see what I'm saying? Their symbolism knows no bounds within all communities. And once you start seeing the square, the circle and the pyramid, then you've got problems within your neighbourhood. You know what I mean? Because they're never going to allow you to take any of this. Any of it. Ever. They own it all. Hello, 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 hello. I've just seen a bit of a new symbolism here. Look at this. It's amazing. Look at that. Oh, baby. Hello, Sugar Puff. Take it easy. Right, look at this. Wow. Can you see it, my profane friends? 1880. Look at that AD. See the A? That square and Cumpiss within the pyramid, look. See? Who do you think owned this building then? And that's been there since 1880. Even that tells me it's Masonic, look. You've got the sun hieroglyph, look. The sun hieroglyph, the circle within the pyramid. See what I'm saying? They own it all. Look, you see the square and Cumpiss? Look, you see the square and Cumpiss? Look, 1, 2, 3. See that? Look, 1, 2, 3 across and 4 that way. See what I'm saying? Little buggers, ain't they? Hey, what do you reckon? I mean, what is that AD? What does that stand for? Yeah, with the square and the Cumpiss, with the A obviously been squared off. Look. See, 1880. The Freakmasons have owned this. Oh, of course they are. It's Dr. Scrock. Of course it is. Look, Dockers. Do the research. It's a great name. Yeah, baby. I mean, what do you reckon of this? Can you see it? See the squares? See the circles? See the points within the circles? See, they own all the buildings. You know what I mean? We own nothing. Never will do. Oh, sorry, lady. Oh, sorry. Hey, I'll dance a bit on a Friday. Monday today. So anyway, she's laughing. But there you go. You know, that's how it goes all the time. You know, even here, look, the old troll cart. Do you understand that? Yeah. Do you understand that? Apart from it being 3 sun hieroglyphs, yeah. See, that's 5, that's 5, and 7 in the middle. You know what I mean? Work it out. I've already decoded that anyway. Silly Freakmasons. Anyway, that's me done. You know what I mean? Like I said, they own it all. You'll own nothing. You never will. I know, you keep working you and stacking your shelves, I'm sure you'll get ownership somewhere along the line of some business down here. You know what I mean? They own it, you control it, you nothing. You know what I mean? Beautiful. Have a great day, Sugar Puffs.